Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to the Safe Haven Reset. We're starting out this program now. So I just want to go over a couple. Well, I'm just going to jump in because these are going to be 15-minute videos that you can just come here when you just need to get a little quick reset, okay? So I'm going to have specialists of all kinds. Today, I am going to be the person that you're going to be hearing about. And the questions that I want to share with you today, or the answers I want to share with you today is who did I create your blissful journey and then the unshatterable living ideas around? And it wasn't a person that was out there, it was me, because I was the kind of woman who would say yes to everything, who would put a lot of pressure on getting things done. I mean, I was a dental hygienist, so high out there, and we have a lot of pressure, a lot of time restraints, a lot of care. People come in nervous, and so there is a lot of pressure. And then there's the fine line between causing discomfort when you can help, right? And so yeah, just a lot. And so I would hold it all together to work. I was the one that would get it done. If they wanted to put another patient in, sure, who needs to eat, who needs to go to the bathroom. And so by the end of the day, I was pretty worn out. And then I would get home and things were not perfect at home, like not what I expected when I got home. And I would just unravel, but not an unravel that I would do in a healthy way. I would come home and I would just start barking orders. And one day, my family just kind of responded in a way that made me stop and look at myself and go, oh, it's me. I'm the one who's acting out here. I'm the one that's causing a lot of stress and struggle. But you may not be like that. You may come home and just burst into tears, but it is because it's a place that's safe, right? And it should be safe. But we want to make it safe and joyful and safe and happy. It's like when our children act out with us as a parent, but not at school. We might hear, oh, they're the best, or when they come over to somebody's house, oh, they're just fabulous to be around. And then at home, they unload that stress on us because they know that we love them. And that's what is important. I had to learn, and I want to impress upon you the importance of loving yourself first, because you are your own safe haven. And that's why I did create this space, to be the bridge between that person who is holding it all together on the outside, smart, capable, able to do it all, right? That unraveling on the inside. And I want to be able to create this space that you can come home to yourself and feel true to yourself. Because when I learned to say no in a gentle way, in a way that was heartfelt, no did not fall on deaf ears. And it started to create a container for me so that people began to see me differently. They began to appreciate what I said, how I acted, and even the no's gave them, what's the word? Them a way that they knew they could respond to me and I would hear them, right? So everybody's being, I learned was it is very important to know my energy, how I present myself to the world, and how I manage my energy. And when I am true to myself, when I'm not lying to myself, when I am making everything true for me, I am coming from a solid, grounded space. And that's what I see in so many women around me. It's a silent epidemic. We are holding it all together on the outside, but need to hold it together for us first, to take care of us first, instead of taking care of others all the time. And when I learned that I needed to gather all that energy to me that I was dropping along the way, I became stronger and more centered. When I became stronger and more centered on the inside, I was able to see and manage the energy around me. And with that energy that I have showed people how to manage, they've gotten jobs that they dreamed of, moves that they've been wishing for, new homes that they adore, had babies, had happy relationships with their kids when they thought things were not going so well, and fabulous conversations with significant others that really opened both of their hearts. So support to me looks like supporting myself first. And it is such an old adage, the put your oxygen mask on first. This is even more than oxygen. This is life force. And when you own that, then you are not that milquetoast that everybody takes advantage of. But the cool thing about that is you're not the yes person, because a yes person is giving up their own life for everyone else. So now the person that you're giving all those yeses to feels responsible for you. And that's a lot of weight for them to carry, whether they realize it or not. So what I am asking of you is to be responsible for you. And that's by saying yes to yourself. It can be a small yes. Yes, I am going to eat lunch in a restaurant, in the cafeteria or out on a park bench. 15 minutes. I'm going to go for a walk, even if it's up and down the stairway. Not listening to anything but beautiful music that makes you smile. Maybe turn that music on and dance. You might start a dance party at the office. Wouldn't that be fun? So when you start to be steady, everyone around you can be steady as well. So that's why I created a fabulous resource. It's going to be in the link below. However, it is gift.yourblissfuljourney gift.yourblissfuljourney.com/unshatterable. And when you go there, you're going to have access to a 3-step guide that will get you started on this path. And if there's anything that I can do after a conversation with you, and I can do it, you know, because I can say, oh, why don't you go here? Because I promise if I can't help you, I will do my best to find somebody who can. And I want to create hope. And hope is what keeps us going. Because, my friend, you don't have to keep going the way that you are going. Thank you.